Hello guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on different types of nutrients that we should be eating and how people, they often misconstrued eating carbs to being bad or associate fats with being bad or associate what should you do? You should eat this diet with like fish or paleo or should you do fat-free or all that type of stuff. I'm going to take up all the preconceptions that you have. I want you to eliminate them all before we start this video because I want to show you guys some stuff that's probably gonna surprise you. uh, when people just are to tell you not to eat carbs, because in general most high calorie foods are high in carbs, and a lot of these high carb high calorie foods are really really tasty. Like you want to eat a lot of them and you eat more than you should and higher portion sizes than you should. This does not mean that carbs are bad. There's carbs in fruits and vegetables, and you could eat a buttload of those carbs the same way you could eat a lot of carbs from cake and you feel great. A lot of people don't understand this, and a lot of people get confused with this, and really leads to a lot of issues with people just completely avoiding carbs and going keto. And there's nothing generally wrong with keto and not having carbs, because carbs are generally used for glycogen. Think of glycogen as like a long-term energy thing that you use, like energy unit. So we have ATP we use for quick burst of energy. Glycogen we typically use for longer periods of intense activity or moderate activity. When you eat carbs, what it does is it just quickly stores up, fills up your glycogen stores. Imagine your glycogen stores as a battery. So this is the battery, just fills up all the way right when you eat a bunch of carbs. If you don't eat carbs, what will happen is that the glycogen stores will naturally fill up within about a day or so, 2 days, depending on the person, and they'll just take a little bit longer, but you'll get your glycogen stores to a regular level. So whenever you're doing keto diet or whatever, unless you're, I don't know, there's really no reason. You don't really need to, because as long as you're just eating less calories. I'm sorry, guys, if I keep on like, I don't know, like my eyes are kind of like not staring straight at the camera. Um, I said it before in other videos. It's just the camera that I'm staring at myself while I'm doing this, and I have like the image, so it might look like I'm not staring at the camera, but I'm staring, trying to stare. I'm staring at myself, making sure this is recording. So I've had issues, a lot of issues where it stops recording every once in a while. You can accidentally press a button on the computer, so I'm trying to do that. But carbs in general are good for you. You just want to moderate them, and you can make sure you're getting your carbs from good sources like fruits and vegetables. Those types of carbs are low calorie. You're always, when you're trying to lose body weight, want to get calories in, calories out, burn more calories than you gain through consumption. So as long as you're careful with that, it should be pretty easy. Fats, a lot of people are against fats. A lot of people say fats are bad, but it works the same way. You're burning calories quicker and you're consuming them. You'll just you'll eat something with a lot of fats and it'll just go out the other end. The issue with fats are that whenever you eat fats, if you're eating excess calories, they get stored right away. It's easier for your body to turn fats into fats. It's literally already fats. So it just goes, imagine like a little block in your body has like made out of all these blocks. The fat block goes right into all the other fat blocks. But if you're burning calories, so you're slowly eating away at all these other fat blocks, this other new fat block that's coming in, it's about to make contact with all your old fat blocks, just disappears. And nothing hits your other fat blocks. And then your other fat blocks start to slowly disappear if you're eating a good diet with a lot of protein, which is what I want to get into. Protein is another type of nutrient, it's another thing that people are always on and on and on about. Protein is very good for you. You need to. A lot of people don't have enough protein, and there's a lot of people who have too much protein. I always say to try to aim for 1 gram per pound of body weight because there's different levels of purity in protein, and some proteins purer than others or has more amino acids. That's what I mean in purity. Because all protein is made out of these smaller blocks, and they're called amino acids. These amino acids are what we use when we're building muscles. They're inside the protein. Imagine the protein's one big block, tiny little amino acids inside the protein. So there's some proteins, you might say 5 grams of protein, but it only has 10 amino acids. So it's not as good. But then we have another type of protein that has 23 amino acids, all of our amino acids. We have all the amino acids in the world in that one protein. Then it's way purer in the sense that it'll get you better results in health and fitness, as it has more of the necessary amino acids that you need to grow and fuel your muscles. And your muscles grow, like I've said, I think a bunch of times in other videos too, via protein muscle synthesis. Damage your muscles, tears, fills up with this new protein. It's very good for you to get a high amino acid count in your protein to really feel the most amount of growth. Protein, whenever you digest something with protein, or how many grams protein is in there. Let's say we have 100 grams of protein. Either 100 grams of protein is 100 calories. Protein is harder for your body to digest and transfer. You burn calories while you're digesting protein. So what happens is if we have 100 calories of just pure protein, 30% of those calories, 30 calories, will just disappear, which is amazing. So if you're eating like a really lean meat, you could just take off 30% of however many calories it is, which usually isn't that much to begin with, but it's less. And if you eat a lot of meat, like lean meat, you'll realize how amazing it is because you're eating way less calories and you don't even have to really try. So protein's a really good thing, and some people, like I said before, they try to go for 1 gram or 1.2 grams. After you pass 1 gram, you're really, per pound of body weight, you're really not experiencing anything. There's some research done on 1.2 grams when you're in a severe calorie deficit, having some sort of beneficial effect, but it was minimal. And this one study that I read about, but in general, I'd say that you're fine with 1 gram, and you're even fine with 0.7 grams as long as you're getting them from good quality lean meats and eggs and uh, cheese and there's some other types of proteins that are high in all sorts of amino acids. You can find a whole bunch of them. There's purity list. You can look it up and you'll see which is good. But for a general rule of thumb, I'd say lean meats, eggs, and dairy products are generally high in good quality protein, which promote everything you really need. So the final type of nutrients is creatine, which creatine occurs naturally in two core types of lean meats, generally fish and beef. Unless you're eating pounds and pounds of beef, pounds and pounds of fish, you're not going to be getting enough. That's why I always say get creatine monohydrate if you can. It helps with your muscle growth. It helps with pretty much everything. It increases muscle growth rate by 30% in general. So let's say if it takes 10 months for you to build 10 pounds of muscle, now you can do it in 7 months. So you're expediting the process and you get 3 pounds of muscle growth on average within the first month as your body gets used and adapts to the new levels of creatine introduced into your body and your system. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope I cleared up some things with fat and carbs, how people often get confused with fats and carbs. They're thinking like, oh my goodness, I can't be eating any fats. Yes, you can be eating fats. You just can't be eating that many fats that'll it'll be above your calorie range. So I always recommend my Fitness Pal Notion where you weigh yourself. You'll see it in the description down below. I'd like to leave it in the description down below. So you guys have tools to work towards your fitness goals and you guys don't get sidetracked because it's tools and also setting goals, set a certain amount of weight you want to get to, a certain amount of time you want to do it in, and make sure it's achievable. Um, all these types of different methods you have to really organize yourself and set yourself up for success in whatever type of fitness goals you want to complete or whatever your journey takes you, you know. But like, yeah, like I said, be careful with all this information out there. Fats are great for you. You need some sort of fats. You just need to make sure you're getting less calories in. Same thing with carbs. You need some amount of carbs generally from fruits and vegetables. Like I like berries, and berries have carbs, but that's good for you. Good carbs. So thank you guys so much for watching. Uh, Hope you learned something new. You enjoyed this video, this little thing that keeps on saying you're currently being recorded. Uh, it's the little camera thing I have here. It's annoying. But remember to leave a like or a comment, anything you guys want to see from me, anything you guys want to learn, anything that you guys are interested in, so I can get ready and start working on it. Planning, producing the video, editing the video, everything. Just let me know what you guys want to see. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.